Hey everybody, how's it going? My name's Joe. Welcome back to SNES's Life Tonight. Super Bases Loaded 3, License to Steal. Like 007's playing baseball. But, well, it's been a while since I played a baseball game. I don't remember what the last one I played was. So I had to do at least a little research. I went back and looked at the old Super Bases Loaded games that we've played. And, yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit as we go here. So we got our cover art. I'm guessing that's probably a real baseball player. These are all real baseball players. That's pretty average for a sports game to do that on the covers. Looks fine. I wasn't a huge baseball kid. I wasn't a huge sports kid. I'm not a huge sports person now, so nothing's really changed there. But the box art's all right. Take a flip to the back, and here we see the difference that it comes with the Super Bases Loaded games. So you play a full season of Major League Play, blah, 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 blah. All the normal shit you get with a sports game. But what I found interesting about Super Bases Loaded, and this goes for SBL 1, was the point of view was always from the pitcher's mound. So the batter is at the top of the screen, where pretty much every other baseball game ever puts the batter at the bottom of the screen. Now, Super Bases Loaded 2 did that. You know, they went and kind of adopted that formula from every other baseball game. But here we see on 3 that they're going back to their original formula. Which, you know, I think we pointed that out in our videos with the other 2, you know, when they shifted it around. It was interesting. Now, Super Bases Loaded 1 wasn't... I'm not sure the words to say here. I don't know. It wasn't 16-bit. Like, it looked like a game that you could have probably put on the regular NES. What up, Lord Goober? How are you doing tonight? Welcome in. Who's on first? Not me. Not yet. Jelko. Jelko's on first. So, yeah, just switching to this perspective again will be interesting. Now, on Super Bases Loaded 1, I think it retained that perspective as well when you went to the fielding. So your fielding was upside down as well. Here, even though you're putting the batter at the top of the screen, you can see from the bottom right that the fielding is done from the normal home plate at the bottom of the screen. So they're kind of meshing the visual styles. The colors look a little more vibrant. There's a little more color than there was in Super Bases Loaded 1. You know, it remains to be seen which one's better. We'll get our feel for that as we go. Taking a flip through the book real fast. Real basic. There are a few pictures of, you know, black and white pictures of some baseball players in here. I don't know who they are. I don't know that you could tell even if you wanted to. It's a very wordy manual, but the things that I found the most interesting is that this game, and I think Super Bases Loaded 2 had auto fielding, but this game also has auto a lot of everything else. So you can have auto fielding, you can have auto runners, so your guys will lead off and steal on their own. You can turn off errors so that your guys will basically play perfect, or you can leave errors on where your guys will occasionally screw up just to make the game more lifelike. So I'm kind of interested to see how that all works out. But again, not much of a manual here, so to speak. I mean, very wordy, lays out how the hell to play the game, which is great. But nothing particularly special. So we're going to get this game on, and we're going to give it a whirl. I have my TV's volume way up. Oh. Doo-doo. I like the music, menu music at least. Alright, let's get into this. We get the repeat of the cover choice there. Looks nice. Bloop. See rosters. We're just going to go straight into an exhibition game. You can just watch the computer play against themselves, which is always nice if you want that. I don't know if that's any good, but we got the American National League teams here. We are going to go with... We're going to be the St. Louis Cardinals. Usually I pick the Cubbies because that's my family's team. You know, they always... Instead we'll do... we'll go against San Francisco. How about that? Divine Field, Greenwall Park, Spectradome. So I'm certain that these are all based off of actual fields that they just couldn't get the rights to state the names of, you know. Greenwall, you know, what's that? Probably Fenway. Divine, not sure. Let's see. Spectradome, that'd be the one down in, I think, Houston. We'll go ahead and pick that one. So here, you can auto field, auto bat, auto run. You know, so you can set everything to kind of run as it wants. You can put designated hitters on. We're going to leave that off. We're just going to play it as it is. Let's see how we run out. So this is my starting lineup. Or starting pitcher, sorry. So, kind of what I dig here is every game it's going to give your guys a... I don't know that rest is the way to put it, but how they are physically, mentally doing. So you can see Arocha and Watson, top and bottom, they have a blue arrow. It means they're good to go. They're feeling confident. Cormier is a down arrow. He's not doing great right now. And then the other two are average. We're just going to go ahead and go with Ayocha. Computer gets to pick their guy. Batting order again. Base. I'm just trying to flip it ups and downs so it's a little more consistent. That's nice. I like that idea. And so here you get that. It's just so strange. And another thing is that as the batter, you can't move around in the batter's box here, which just feels weird. And fucking just bam. Straight to the first baseman. Ozzie Smith, there's a name I recognize. Oh, fuck, he's out too. Come on, guys. Yeah. God. Fucking, that was awful. Just 3 straight outs, man. Rough start to a game. Something tells me I'm not going to get that lucky. So we see here in the screen, of course, top left, you've got the inning, the score, the bases on the right. Everything down there on the pitcher, those are your pitching choices. Not every pitcher will have those choices. What we got there is fastball, a curveball, a changeup, and a fork. Strike. Nice. So one of the things that I like about the idea of this anyway is introducing the auto fielding and such. You know, one of the problems with baseball games forever, at least in this era, is the fielding has always been rough. You know, a lot of times if you move a fielder, all the fielders move at once, or it just doesn't feel like it's responsive as you want it to be. And You know, letting the computer handle the fielding is interesting. Oh, that was close. I like the organ music in the background. Naturally, it doesn't have continuous music, but at least that makes sense for this. Let's see if I can actually get a dude on base this time here. Nope. Not at all. God damn, man. Fucking brutal. That's gonna be fucking out too. Oh, he made it. Jesus. Come on, buddy. Let's get the second. Not at all. Good follow through, but shouldn't have swung. Ooh. I got men on base. Look out. First and second. So see there, my guys were auto leading. And then the computer has to... Oh! I went for the bunt. And tried to... No, yeah, fuck. I mean, not enough power. I'm always curious how these games define, or what the programming is behind, like how much power it's willing to put up, you know? Ooh, Barry Bonds. I don't know how that was a strike. That really looked like it was well over the batter's box. I think it's interesting that the fielders throw the ball back and forth around like they're getting practice in. Considering it's a game, it's just interesting that they added that to it. Strike. Just the auto fielding's crushing it for both teams here. Broop. Wow. Wow, how did the pitcher not just grab that, man? Not as a complaint, like I got a dude on base, but it didn't feel right. There's a nice hit. Oh, come on. That's the first good hit of the game, really. Dude still got it. Nope, toast. Rough. God, it's just rough. So one of the interesting things here is, so you've got your 4 options for your ball you can throw. And in a normal game, you would also get, you would pick your choice, but then you would also use your D-pad to control the arrow direction of the ball in its space. This game doesn't give you that choice. Now, Super Bases Loaded 2 did, because it went to that down view. But in here, like, your movement seems very limited, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I think it's just all programmed and based on timing in this one, you know? It's if the computer gets the timing right, then you're good, and if you get your button press right, then it's fine, but I'm kind of okay with that. Take a little, you know, again, I'm not a sports guy. Take a little bit of, God damn, that dude was fast. Take a little bit of that choice and selection away from me, and I don't mind it. Get under it. Yeah. Like, that was a nice slow air ball. It'd be neat to actually get an run scored here. I'm not sure what the FO means. It means he's out. That's what it means. Oh, God. Shouldn't have swung at that shit. Out. Yeah, so he actually might make that. It didn't make the double play, at least. Hey, one more chance. Come on, baby. Nope. Oh, no, he'll get there. Ah. Come on. Oh, damn. 3.5 innings, scoreless. Rough go. Oh. Ouch. Oh, goodness gracious. Bring in the double play. Yep. Good grief. The animation's pretty solid. I fucking knew it, dude. I was like, there's no way that that's gonna make it. I'm curious the statistics that the game has in the background, like for the stats for the teams. Like, did I just pick two really good fielding teams and that's why not others can do anything? Or is it just, you know, random luck? That's the first strikeout we've seen with a guy walks back off the screen there. I'm assuming that those signs, the FO, the G, I'm assuming that's related to previous at-bats or something, but I didn't read the whole manual, so I don't know. It's going to be a big, uneventful, scoreless game. Everybody watching would be impressed with the fielding, though. Just be like, God damn, you guys did great. But, son of a bitch, the batters aren't doing a thing. You're right. Oh. Changing pitchers. Oh, changing batters. Putting designated batter in. Oh, come on, guys. That's a real miss right there. I actually I have to run my ads, so we're gonna do a timeout. We're gonna run our ad, and then we'll get back to the game here. I lied. We've got 28 seconds before it'll let me run the ad. We could throw another ball or two. Oh, come on, guys. Now the game's just letting me biff it. The pitcher's getting tired or something. Well, now's a great time to take that ad. So, we'll be back in a minute. Or I could be wrong and it won't run the ad. Fuck, I hate Twitch. I can't get Twitch to do what I want it to do anymore, like, ever. Jesus! Alright. We clearly... The fielding fell apart as well, but, like, how the hell do I change pitchers? Because I didn't see that in there. Oh, there we go. Relief pitcher. Yeah, we'll take this guy. Brutal. Just fucking brutal. 4 runs this inning? Like, come on. I was happier with the amazing feeling that both sides were doing, rather than my feeling just completely falling apart this inning. Now it's just annoying. Now let's see if their fielding falls apart this round too, though. You know, maybe that's just a state. Like at some stage, the computer's like, yeah, they're tired now. They suck. I don't know. Nope, he's still on it. Out. Awesome. Out. Oh, he rolls it up there. I felt like bad. Maybe the auto feeling's a little too good. Final inning. Let's see how we end here. Ugh. Strike out. What would you do with a drunken sailor? What would you do?
You're right. You're right.
I kind of felt that one coming. What's up, Rubik's? How are you tonight? What's on second? Me losing. Game over. Don't even have to play the bottom half of the ninth. I was down 5-0. God, that was fucking abysmal. All in one freaking inning, too. Look at that. 6th inning is where the game completely fell apart on me. Third base. I like third base. Who doesn't like third base, huh? You big on sports fan, Rubik's? Give a shit about baseball? No, not really, no. Yeah, well, I'm right there with you, buddy. This is a good opportunity to run my ad, though. I'm gonna run an ad. I'll be back in a second. Back at it. To be fair, it's true of every sport. Yeah, I mean, I'm not any kind of, super sports guy either. We can take a look at the different seed teams and things. We're just gonna play another exhibition game. We'll do, tell you what, I'll be New York versus, we'll just close our eyes and keep pushing the button until we stop. There. New York versus Chicago. Chicago S, I'm guessing that's the White Sox, huh? didn't think he was gonna make that actually.
You're right. You're right.
That's a good hit. May have been the best hit we've seen all game, really. Tetris. Sounded sort of Tetris-ish. Oof.
Right.
Swinging at some shit I shouldn't be swinging at. Nice. Painful. I think they put a lot of effort into the animations and shadings. Unfortunately, I don't like the team sprites seem very the same. Like they don't really seem to be very differentiated by color at all. And don't get me wrong, I get that the Yankees and the White Sox are basically just like black and whites, but I mean, you can't really tell the difference between anything. It feels kind of like you know, you would like to see some color in there. Like I was playing with the Cardinals last game, and pretty sure they weren't red either. Just rolls it up the side there. Why? Why did their short stop right there? Like, that felt weird. I guess that would be the errors. Like, sometimes shit just doesn't go right. I don't know. Damn, that dude's out. Come on, Mr. Boggs. Put one in. That's a good hit. Tagged him as he was walking or running by.
You're right. You're right.
The double play. Tartable or Tartaball. What a name.
Strike.
You know, I wonder, considering you really don't have movement control over the ball, does that mean it's basically impossible to bean people in this game? Simple questions like that make you wonder. Oh, go baby, go. That's a triple. Oh, why'd he go back? He had that triple, no doubt. That was a clean hit. Yeah, it totally open to run. I don't know why he stopped. Run faster! You didn't run fast enough.
Strike. Strike. Strike.
Strike out.
Strike.
Strike. There's no way to adjust the bat from like an up and down angle. You just put your bat out there. So I wonder. It also feels like it probably is really hard to get that bunt off. Oh, nobody was there. That's a rough.
Strike.
Nice. Oh.
Strike.
It felt like good timing. Obviously, it was not. tipping it off the edge of the bat there. My ad froze on you? Oh, shit. My ad froze. That sucks.
Strike. Strike.
It sounded like he just said super strike, which is weird. I mean, I'm sure I'm just hearing shit. I am tired tonight, that's a fact. This is where, are we in the 6th inning again? This is what happened last game. 6th inning shit just fell apart, my feelers. Oh, we're in the 5th. I smell something fishy. Well, maybe not. This is the problem with baseball. It's just the same thing over and over again. I will always contend that baseball is the most boring of sports. I'd much rather like boxing or hockey. Or if you want a baseball game that is fun. And I mean, I've played some of these, and with the second player, they're fine. I guess this isn't an awful game, and with the second player, I'd probably actually be enjoying it more. Like Base Wars for the NES, where you were the cyborgs that had to beat the shit out of each other when you got to base and stuff. That's a good game. We need a little more gratuitous violence in our baseball games. Nope, Adam doesn't hear you. Yeah, he ain't watching my shit. There was a baseball game at SNES where you had special powers. I remember that being pretty fun. Baseball Simulator 1000, I think? Or maybe it was 3000. But it was something like that. Baseball Simulator something thousand was a number. And yeah, you're right. That one you get like superpowers where you could end up with, you throw the ball and it turns into 3 balls, or there's a lightning strike or a tornado that you throw. It's pretty wild, and I do remember playing that and thinking it was pretty interesting with the different powers that you could use. Far more interesting than just general baseball. Which leads me to the statement of, I know they made Mutant League Football and Mutant League Baseball. Why was there not a Mutant League, I'm sorry, hockey and football? Why was there not a Mutant League baseball game? It was 1000. Yeah, it probably was. Baseball Simulator 1000 sounds right, you know? Fucking cracks it right to the dude. Safe. Barely. Wow. I mean, I don't know how it decided that wasn't a catch because it looked like it went straight into him. But it must have decided to touch the ground first, huh? Holy shit, that was... I was going to say, was that a fair one?
Strike.
That one wasn't.
Strike.
Yeah, it's like, way to get yourself out the fucking pitch, buddy. Yeah, and I hear, you know, people talk about the current baseball games and say that they're pretty decent, but that's also true of a lot of current sports games, and I would still, I think, find them. So, it's all just a matter of personal preference and opinion, you know? What are you going to do? The fielder's falling apart again. Look at that. They finally scored against me. Now it's when they end up getting like 4 runs in this inning and then catching back up. So I'll be like, come on. Playing sports games for arcade. Yeah, 100%, dude. For me, it's all about the simulate or the arcadey, just silly games. There is, oh god, there is a baseball arcade game that's pretty interesting. It's from SNK. It's like Super Batman or something dumb like that. And if I recall, it's pretty interesting. Fuck, I'd have to look it up.
Strike.
Whip.
Strike.
Come on now. Being rude. Yeah, ow. I was out whether he can manage to hit it or missed, but we need a batter, not a belly scratcher. We need a pitcher, not a belly itcher. Yes, that's out.
Strike.
Go. Oh, you could have made third base. You puss. You wussy. Nice. Go for third. If I didn't have auto running on, I'd have probably tried to get the infield home run on that.
Strike.
Wow, that was rough on him. I don't know, I like the auto fielding, but also at times it feels very, it feels either very on point or very, very off point, you know? feels like there's very little in between. I am going to time out. We're going to run our last ad for the night. And then while it's running, I'm actually going to look up that baseball game I'm thinking of. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Baseball Stars 2 for the Neo Geo from SNK was the one I was thinking of. Very arcade, very cartoony looking, very funny, decent game. If you want something even crazier, Ninja Baseball Batman is a beat 'em up where you are basically a baseball mascot. You're like a dude with a baseball for a head and a baseball bat running around just beating the shit out of people. That's a good time. As far as this game, let's go ahead and wrap this up. Overview, I think the visuals are pretty decent. I think they did a lot of effort on the animation sprites and everything. And the field looks nice, the sand looks nice. Yeah, the game looks good. The music and sound is fine. Like, I'm okay with there not being constant music because it does have little organ interstitials constantly going. But no, they're good. I like them, actually. There's no but there. It's just decent. I like them. I dig it. The organ music sounds like organ music, and I appreciate that. Gameplay. So, like I said, there is the biggest change from this and every other baseball game is the inability to control where your guy is at in the batter's box and where you're throwing the ball at as the pitcher. And I think that probably detracts a little bit from the game itself. However, it doesn't bother me a lot. And one of the things that always drove me nuts is some of the baseball games gave the pitcher so much control over the ball that ball could be going almost straight and you could curve it or up or down it like right at the end, and it made it almost impossible ever to hit the damn thing. Whereas this one, because the ball is such a specific track and you have no control over once you select your pitch, I think this is a little bit more fair actually to the batter. Is it great? It's fine. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm not hating it. I think I've definitely played other baseball games where I was like, I'm done with this after about 20 minutes. And we're wrapping this one out. But would I recommend it? I think Ken Griffey, one of the Ken Griffey games is cartooned up so that the characters are all like steroid, like massive torsos. And then like when they miss, they'll break their bats over their knee and be like, come on, you know, and that's pretty funny, and I dig that. I think that would be the one that I would recommend for the Super Nintendo, honestly, if I was going to pick one that I've played thus far. This one's okay. With 2 players, I could see it being a lot more entertaining. I appreciate the option to have your fielders and runners and stuff all done automatically by the computer. You know, it's good. It's not exceptional, I don't think. But I certainly don't have an argument with it. Game over. I win 7-2 against the Chicago White Sox. I'm betting this is a fairly cheap game. Sounds realistic to me, yeah. Let's see. We're gonna look up the game price on this. I'm betting it's like $10 or something. Look at that shit, $10.99 loose price from price charting, so that's pretty accurate. Yeah, the game was alright. Would I recommend it? I don't know. I think I might be hard pressed on that. But on the other hand, I do enjoy it a little bit more than some baseball games where, like I said, the pitcher has such control, it's ridiculous. So I'll give this a thumbs up, actually. Like, I think it looked good, it played decent. And, you know, yeah, with an actual live second player, I think it's probably worth getting up to. Let's see. So we've done Pinball Fantasy, Spider-Man, Super Baseball. We are left with Top Gear 3000 and Rise of the Phoenix. And Rise of the Phoenix, I think, is a Koei joint. Like, it's one of those deep strategy war games. Let's see. It is a Koei game. Yeah, it's, you know, the general Koei strategy game. We're going to go for Top Gear 3000 on Wednesday night, you know. I like Top Gear 1. Did we play Top Gear 2? We must have, because I bet Top Gear 3000 is really just Top Gear 3. If I recall, I didn't like Top Gear 2. So we'll see if they go back to the roots of Top Gear 1 or if they stick with 2 and displease me. But that'll be it. Lord Goober Rubik's, thanks for coming in tonight, guys. I appreciate you as always. Everybody else who watches this later on VOD or on YouTube, I appreciate you guys too. I want y'all to have a good night, and we'll see you in a couple days. Peace out, everybody.